Coming up on City Spotlight, Season 12 continues on, and we're back down south in Jasper County and Newton. First, we sit down with Newton Mayor Joshua Kuhl, who fills us in on the latest public works and economic development in Newton. And Joshua fills us in on annual traditions in Newton. Then we talk Jasper County Schools with Jasper County Schools Superintendent Joe Sornberger. Joe tells us how the new school year is going in Jasper County. And Joe will have the latest on current and future work to Jasper County school buildings. We're back in Jasper County talking the latest in the city of Newton and Jasper County schools here on City Spotlight. City Spotlight on WEIU-TV is underwritten by the Illinois Arts Council, a state agency. And hello and welcome to another edition of City Spotlight. As you can see, we're inside for this episode that we're taping here on October 22nd, 2025. We are back in Jasper County and taping a whole new episode on Newton. We're back here at City Hall, and we welcome back to the program for a second time the Mayor of Newton, Joshua Kuhl. Joshua, great to have you on a second time.
Thanks for coming back. It's been a little while.
It has been. We've taped with Josh his first time on the program back in February of 2023, long overdue. So great to be back talking with the Mayor of Newton, which is your hometown. Now, 4 years as Mayor of Newton. Has it flown by?
It has, and actually just got reelected, so just started my second term here in May, so very excited for another 4 years.
Excellent. All right, we'll talk about that and other things going on. So let's start with Public Works and maybe spin things a little bit differently. We'll talk about the fun things maybe first. You have under construction in the works at Peterson Park, beautiful park in Newton, and you have a new pickleball court in the works. The pickleball craze is real.
It is. So towns around us, obviously Olney, Flora, they have beautiful facilities that are very well attended, very well used, I guess I should say. For us, we were part of the State of Illinois Energy Transition Grant. So we are 2 years into that. First year, obviously, we used that for the ballpark. Year two is the pickleball courts. So actually, we're into year three right now. The unfortunate part of that, it takes a little time, even though as we identify a project to get things started. So we have went out for bids. We have received bids. We have accepted a bid from a local company out of T-Town, J.B. Esker, who will be doing our concrete work out there. So the initial plan was September. We are now in October, so I don't know if we'll see anything yet this year, but obviously everything is in place and ready to go as soon as they can get started.
That is a park that has many, many things for people to do. What does adding a pickleball court do to that already very busy park? Yeah,
so we have, that's where our aquatic center is located. Also our mini golf, our batting cages. We have 2 full-size tennis courts, basketball. We have
disc golf. Is it disc golf too?
Yeah, we do actually. We do have a full disc golf course as well. It's where our Christmas lights in the park are located during the winter time. So it is a very, very valuable asset for our community.
Very good. All right, when we talked with you last time in 2023, you were proud to talk about the water line work that had been going on. So this is in the area of Public Works, and I read in your recent meeting minutes from your city council meetings, you continued to work on water and sewer related things in the community.
Yeah, so the last time we did talk, we replaced our water main that runs down Van Buren Street, virtually from the railroad tracks all the way to just past Casey's gas station.
Right.
Currently, we're going to do another one. I don't know if the school has told you, but they're looking at doing an addition there at the elementary school. So we have some things that we need to ramp up. So we're going to replace a water main there on Reynolds Street.
Right.
We're actually taking bids right now for that. So I don't know if that'll be done yet this year, but shortly after the new year, obviously, probably looking more forward towards that. From a sewer standpoint, it's always something. Unfortunately, you know, we do have some older lines in town, so we've been doing a lot of relining work, which is great for us and also great for our community. We don't have to dig up near as much. We have a company that comes out of St. Louis. They'll come in, reline our old stuff, and it should last us another 30 to 40 years. So
obviously with sewer work, water work comes, is there any recent road work? Obviously we'll talk a little bit about, you had mentioned to me before our taping, the highways, the state Illinois highways that run through Newton are going to get worked on, but any inner road, city road work that you can talk about?
Over the course of the last 2 years, the state of Illinois has redone highways coming into town. So 2 years ago, they redid 130 virtually from the Richland County line all the way to Tractor Supply here in town. And then this year, they replaced from the Effingham County line all the way to West End Avenue, which is right out here by the high school. So we do have new highways going obviously south and going east. And then, like you just alluded to, I received a phone call from Chapin Rose, which is our senator, 2 weeks ago. And he said that the state of Illinois will be pumping about $10 million worth of infrastructure money into the city of Newton and Jasper County next year. So very exciting. So we will be getting new highways through town here. So that includes Jordan Street and Van Buren.
Right.
And then that'll meet up with what they've done over the last 2 years as well. As far as city streets in town, nothing at this point. We do have a grant that we are going after. This will be the second time that we have went after this grant that would redo Washington Street from our downtown square all the way to the high school.
Right.
We would be looking to repave that and turn that into an asphalt road. That is probably one of our greatest assets here in our community. It's where our parades are located.
Right.
You can see our high school from our downtown if you look down Washington Street.
That's
and
right.
vice versa. So if you're in the second story of the high school, you can see right all the way down through town. So would love to get that grant to be able to refinish that project as well.
All this significant road work and roads that lead into Newton, that bring people to Newton, you're getting much needed love to these roads that bring people into the community.
Absolutely, and it's been a long time coming per se. I will say that especially here through town, from the stoplight towards St. Thomas is very rough as you go down, to the east, or to the west, excuse me. But that's kind of out of our control. For the most part.
And nobody likes dealing with the road construction, but in order to get new roads, you have to go through a little bit of.
That's exactly right. So we'll take the few months of headaches to get some
little pain for some gain,
some resurfacing. Absolutely.
Okay, let's shift gears from public works to economic development, and you have a new restaurant in town. Tell us about it.
We do. The Nest. So a local couple, Jared and Shelby Wagner. They've been an amazing asset to our community over the last few years, but they built a new restaurant here in town right across the road from the high school. Like I said before, it's called The Nest. They do an excellent job for our children.
Appropriately titled.
That is correct. So I know that they're completely swamped during the lunch hours there at the high school. They do run some specials throughout the week as well that I know that's gained them a lot of traction. Their most popular thing is Monday nights. They do a fried chicken dinner that I know has went off with quite the hitch. So a very, very valuable asset to bring to our community, and very happy to have them up and going. So.
And you have industrial park, obviously, that I've seen in my few times that I've taped here on City Spotlight. And you have some possible businesses or things going on your south end of town.
Yeah, so it's probably been the hardest thing that we've ever had to go through, or that we've worked through, I guess, as a city is that South Industrial Park. A lot of money was invested in that in the late 90s. Everybody understands the story with the biodiesel plant. There was some work done there. Obviously, then it was sold. New ownership took it, did a little bit more work, and here we sit today with nothing going. At the same time, though, there was, I think there was 8 parcels left out there, and Matt and Leah Creedor have purchased a lot out there. Their business is called Equip It. Another great asset to our community. They're in the rental business as far as lifts, forklifts, any type of attachments, skid steers, those type of things. But at the same time, they will be carrying a new lineup of lawnmowers, hunting blinds, any type of accessories as far as the construction, mainly for the outdoor enthusiasts.
A lot of everything.
Yes, the design of their building is beautiful. So they have some concrete poured. So I see some building erection in our near future for them. And then hopefully they can open the doors shortly after the new year, but before spring of 26.
As we're talking here, we'll have some video of these various places in the community. Also, your local grocery store under new ownership.
It is. So we've had our own grocery store for a very, very long time here in our community. Unfortunately, the owners decided that it wasn't viable for them anymore, so they were going to close. This community rallied around each other and found a great family out of Altamont that owns Altamont Foods. They also own a few grocery stores in northern Illinois, and I'm pretty sure now they own the grocery store in Greenup, Illinois as well, shortly after they purchased ours. But the Puri family have been excellent. Probably the most down-to-earth and community grounded individuals you'll ever meet. Purchased that store within a 2-week time frame. Spent another 2 weeks getting things put together, getting things restocked, and opened the doors, and it's been a blessing ever since. Pricing is very, very competitive with all of the major companies around us. At the same time, they do an excellent job of allowing groups within our community to raise money with them, so they host multiple cookouts throughout the weekend where organizations can be a part of that and take home some of that profit as well. So they've given meals to people in need. One of the things that they just posted probably a month ago is if it's your birthday and you can't afford to buy a birthday cake, come on down and they'll gladly give you a birthday cake for you to celebrate.
Very
so
nice.
They've done a heck of a job, and I'm so glad to have them in our community.
And the name of and again, for those that are maybe watching this program on Newton, the name of the grocery store is?
Newton Foods.
Newton Foods. Okay,
Yep.
Very good. All right. So let's before we get to our final question here, Joshua, you just got begin your second term here as mayor of your hometown, Newton, Illinois. What are some goals? What are some next level goals that you have for the community moving forward as you are now 4 years into being mayor of the town?
Yeah. So as always, it's mainly for me, it's community development. Concentrating on our dilapidated and rundown homes, getting those cleaned up, sidewalks, infrastructure changes that we've kind of let go by the wayside over the last few years, unfortunately. That's where we really need to be spending our money. At the same time, keeping our utility costs low, which is a struggle across all of the world today. But we're doing a really good job in-house of managing those things as well. We have a great group of ladies inside this office here at City Hall, both on the treasurer side and on the billing side. And obviously our utility crew's out. They've done a heck of a job, and I can't say enough good things about them as we move forward from this point of where we are.
I hear the digging outside.
Yeah, so currently got some construction going on around City Hall, which has been needed, but obviously we're doing everything in-house, so that's one way that we can continue to save a little bit of money. But as you look across the next 4 years, I think they're going to stay the same for me. Looking at economic development, keeping those utilities where they need to be, infrastructure upgrades, and then at the same time, just keeping our community a safe place to raise children. So. Okay,
very good. We taped with Joshua, first time here on City Spotlight, February of 2023. A few months after that, WEIU taped Jasper County. This is our story. You ended the program talking about your love of the community, annual traditions, activities, and with the holiday season coming up, it'd be fitting to ask you, so many various activities happen in Newton throughout the year, and obviously this time of year from October to December, it gets busy with those fall, winter traditions. Talk about the community and all the upcoming activities that are going on, what you enjoy most about these activities in Newton.
Our American Legion here in Newton and Jasper County is hands down the best that you will ever find. And if you've never been to our Veterans Day program at our courthouse lawn on November 11th, I please ask you to attend. They do an excellent job of putting that together. They put out hundreds upon hundreds of flags that honor the veterans in our community every year. It's a great sight to see, a full program, and I know that they do a meal afterwards, but it's probably, like I said, if you ever get a chance, please come down and take a look at that for us. And I appreciate everything that the American Legion and their crew do to put that on every year. The next is Christmas lights in the park. 2 years ago, the city of Newton took that on. There was a local family that started that. They did an excellent job, but it got so big for them that they couldn't handle it.
Right.
So I'll give my graces to our electric department, and especially Matt Tarr. He embraced that with open arms, took it. He's continued to grow that every year. Another great addition for our community, which in turn brings in people to our community on those weekend nights to look at those Christmas lights. But Matt and his crew are going to be starting, I think, possibly this week or next, which is crazy to think, but they'll be starting to erect.
It's getting close.
Yes, to erect those Christmas lights and getting things ready. It's not a snap your fingers and it happens. He puts in a lot of time of getting that done, getting everything drawed out and put together. So please visit us during the holiday season. We also have the Old Mill Bridge. That's just down here on the north side of City Hall. It is always very well lit. The ladies' organization does a great job, Lynette Huddleston and her group, putting that together as well. So very picturesque as well.
First time that I went to get video of that, I went, wow, this is awesome.
Yes,
and so
they do a great job there as well. And I know that little tidbit, they do have some new things for this year down at the bridge as well. So we're excited to see those.
Nice little plug there for a very important part on the north end of Newton. Joshua, anything else you'd like to add as we wrap up our taping here on this episode on Newton?
I don't think. I want to thank you and obviously Eastern Illinois University for their support for our community over the years, and I hope that we can continue to have this relationship as we move forward. So,
absolutely.
If at any chance anybody listening can continue to, public broadcasting is very important to each and every one of us. So, and I know that you guys have shown us a lot of love, so showing you guys some love at the same time is very important.
Well, we are appreciative of those comments and opportunities to cover our communities. We're up to 30 communities on this program, and every one of them has been a joy to come to and talk to. And Mayor of Newton, Joshua Kuhl, 2 times on the program. We appreciate your time and hope the opportunity allows for us to converse again.
I do too. Thank you so
very much. Coming up next here on City Spotlight, we'll have another segment on Newton. But first, let's take a look at some of the upcoming activities going on in Newton. And we're back here on City Spotlight, this latest episode on Newton as we tape here in season 12 of City Spotlight. In the second segment, we're going to talk all about Jasper County Schools. We welcome back to the program for a third time the Jasper County Schools Superintendent, Joe Sornberger. Joe, great to have you on again.
I appreciate the opportunity to come on and speak about our school district.
Excellent. Had Joe on a little over a year ago. This is his third time on the program as we tape here on October 29th. The fall is really moving by fast, isn't it?
It is absolutely flying. This school year is flying through, yeah.
Let's talk about that new school year, the 25-26 school year. You're a little bit into second, third month almost of school. How's it going?
So it's been good. I mean, obviously our process to get things going this school year starts in our summer. Right. Our summer guys, our maintenance guys come in and clean up classrooms and do some things to get us ready for the school year. So, once school closes, it's interesting because I think people think that we slow down. Mm-hmm. We don't. It ramps up and we do a lot of things inside our building. So this summer, just to kind of give you an idea of what we worked on was, the high school had about 3 or 4 classrooms that really needed renovations. So our maintenance guys went in and redid 3 of those classrooms to modernize that. We also looked at our band room and chorus room, which had been neglected for years. And we went in and redid some of those. We still have some things to finish, some ceiling and some lights and things like that. We still need to work on one of our FFA classrooms, ag classrooms that we took out the floor, but we need to put more flooring in. But those upgrades for our kids are very beneficial. They're giving them a better atmosphere to work in the classrooms. We also did some roof projects at the high school. We continue to try to get every roof done that we've had at the high school. I think we have one left. We continue to use grants and other avenues of funding to get those done. And then we also did a project at the elementary building with a roof. I would love to say that project is finished, but it's still ongoing. They're putting up the metal tin on it right now. So that will be done here shortly, and then we'll have basically all the roofs, for the most part, minus a couple in Jasper County Schools in Newton, complete.
So we talked about those roofs and the physical stuff a little over a year ago with you, and as you said at the end of our talking about the physical component of your school district, because the buildings are supremely key, because you got to have places to let the education process happen. We got to work with what we got and continue to maintain and go with that.
Yeah, and I think for us, one of the things I've talked about is us taking advantage of the grants that are and opportunities that are out there. And I know that grants is still tax money and it's still coming in, but here's the thing about grants. If the Jasper County School District doesn't take the advantage to use those grants,
Right.
someone else will. And our money could be going anywhere else, so why not take advantage of those grants and help us to improve some things here in Jasper County in our schools. And I think one of the biggest things that we've used with a grant is the community partnership grant that helped us get our brand new greenhouse.
Wow.
So I know the last time we were here, I mentioned the greenhouse, but it wasn't put up yet, wasn't ready to go.
It's there now?
And it's there now.
All right.
We actually had our first plant sale this last spring, which was very successful. And we've now started a horticulture class at the high school. So before you get out of town today, you got to go take a look at it. It is.
I'll get a little bit wet in the process of doing it. It is raining today, but you know what? It is worth getting some shots of it because what an addition, because greenhouses are starting to pop up in school districts more.
Well, I think it's an opportunity for our students to start a process of understanding how plants work. Obviously, we're a farming community.
Absolutely.
Pretty much. And I think our kids need the opportunity to get in and get their hands on and do some of those things. And from that, our horticulture class has taken on landscaping projects and planted plants around our marquee at the high school. So it's been beneficial for our kids. It's given them an opportunity to get in the greenhouse and work. And the greenhouse is incredible. I mean, it's all run by remote on your phone. It's an app on your phone, and they can do pretty much anything from it. So yes, please take a look at that before you head out.
Absolutely. We'll get some shots of Newton High School as we've been talking about right now. And this is not on my list of questions. I know from the Jasper County Our Story program that we did in recent years, learning about the traditions of the community, Mayor Kuhl putting a bow on that program, talking about all those great traditions in Newton and Jasper County. One of those great traditions is you're very, very proud of your band program here in Newton. Yes,
band program has been a pretty solid program for us. They actually just finished up competition at the U of I last weekend. I don't think it went exactly how they hoped, but it was probably their best performance of the year when I've talked to everybody. So yeah, we have our fall programs are coming to an end right now. So our sports programs, we still have cross country will run on Saturday. And then we have our volleyball team plays tomorrow night for the regional championship in McLeansboro. So,
all right.
Yeah, a lot of things for this year are coming to an end in the fall.
I mentioned Mayor Kuhl, Joshua Kuhl, Mayor of Newton, was on in the first segment. He mentioned Newton Elementary, so we'll transition to that side of town here to the north of where we are. I know you had mentioned the roofing, but what else is going on at Newton Elementary?
So the district has been for a long time looking at how we can make it to where every student goes to school in Newton.
And you're referencing the St. Marie School here.
St. Marie School, we have our pre-K and K kids that go to that building. So
roughly how many kids go to that school?
You're looking at about 130.
Okay.
So
that's a number.
That is a number. So the school I think is a 1960s build.
Right.
But the district. I mean, it's kind of like everyone has talked about closing St. Marie, but it's never happened. But
this is something that you and I and your predecessor, Mr. Johnson, had talked about. And it's a thing. I don't mean to keep on bringing it up, but I think it is worth bringing up because it sounds like inevitably it might happen.
So I would say this. My reasoning for bringing St. Marie into town is fairly simple. Our kids, Jasper County is the largest landmass school district in the state.
Right.
So when our kids get on a bus, they get on a bus. And they're on there for a while, and then our pre-K and K kids show up at Newton Elementary School, and then they get on another bus and they go to St. Marie. Our kids are on a bus too long. While they're on a bus, they're not learning. They're not in the classroom, so we need to have them in the classroom. And I think the way the county is set up with law enforcement and everything being in Newton, it's just beneficial for all parties if all kids are in Newton. So we've looked at a building addition. We've put it out for bid.
And again, I think we talked about this a year ago. The direction would be to the east?
Yes, to the east of the building. So
not very visible from the main street there, nope. but still, that is where the land is.
Yeah, we have land on the east side of the building, and it's ours, and there is plenty of space to put an addition there.
Okay.
So, we're looking at doing that. We plan to use, like I said earlier in our conversation, we're going to use an energy transition grant to help with that. We're going to use the 1% sales tax to do that, and we're also going to look at what we call corporate personal property replacement tax, which is a tax that comes in to the school districts and other entities from the state.
Right.
And we're going to use those, and we're going to look to pay for the project, and this is not a bond referendum or something like that. The district has done their due diligence to look to save and leverage grants to help make this project come true. I'm hopeful, but until we're there, I'm hopeful. I think we're closer than we've ever been with this.
Right.
And hopefully next month we have some numbers that the Board of Education feels comfortable going with.
Right.
And then a project like this is going to probably be a year project. Right. Obviously right now it's raining out. Illinois in the winter is not a great time to start projects, so we would look to start in spring of 2026. It's a year project, so you would look at finishing it in the spring of 27, and then you'd be looking to have kids in the school building in 27, 28.
Okay. Look, crystal ball, looking ahead to the Jasper County School District. And Joe, I want to ask you one more question here as we wrap up in our final minute or two here. Appreciate your time, your third time on the program. Probably safe to say, maybe our last time taping here on City Spotlight. This program is going to be coming to an end at some point next year, and you're in year 4 now as superintendent of Jasper County Schools. Again, time is flying by. What else? Long-term, short-term goals, in addition to all the things that you've talked about in this interview, that you have for Jasper County Schools that you'd like to see?
Well, I think for us is to continue giving our students the best educational opportunities possible, and I know that that's kind of a phrase that everyone uses, but I would like to expand our CTE programs. Okay. More dual credit classes for our high school kids, and just bring in things that our kids can benefit, because realistically there are kids that we are teaching right now, and we're teaching them for jobs that haven't even been invented yet.
That's true.
So we have to continue to be innovative and do those things to help our kiddos. I guess secondly is continue to work on our buildings, making our buildings as efficient as possible, to make the community proud of what we have and make things look good. And I guess for me, one of the things I will say as a reflection on my 3 years, starting my 4th year here, what I have found about Jasper County is that when we have a need or someone is in need in our community, people show up. And I guess to me, that is one of the biggest things about Jasper County. When someone is in need, people rally, and that person, whether they know them or not, gets the help they need to get through the time period or tragedy that they may be dealing with. So I guess for me, the support of the community and helping out when needed is of the utmost importance and much appreciated.
I don't think we could have ended this interview on a better note. It's all about community and making things work, and the schools here in Jasper County are at the heart of it. Joe Sornberger, Jasper County Schools Superintendent, appreciate your time and all the times you've been on this program, and best of luck moving forward with the Jasper County School District.
And the same to you.
Thank you very much. That's our latest City Spotlight episode featuring Newton as we talk the city of Newton and Jasper County Schools. Thanks for watching.
City Spotlight on WEIU-TV is underwritten by the Illinois Arts Council, a state agency